Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Okay, this is lesson 38. And let's go ahead and close this book. Okay, um, so we talked about how the writer begins the informational text. So now let's look at the ending. So talk about how the writer starts the book and then read page 14. Okay, so do that now. Talk about how the writer started the book and then read page 14, okay? And then pause the video so we can talk about it. Okay, so you notice that the writer restates the problem of natural disasters and makes it clear that scientists have not yet proven animals can predict them. So in the last paragraph, the writer states why it might be important to find out more information about this kind of animal behavior. So the lead prepares the reader for the content of or information in the text, and the ending sums up the important ideas. So in between, the writer presents evidence and examples of what they were leading you to think about. So when you write an informational text, pay special attention to the beginning and the ending because it can really help you. Okay, so vibrations is your vocabulary word. So turn to page 10. Find vibrations, okay? So, and find that word and then run your finger across it, reading it. Vibrations. Okay, elephants can feel vibrations. So read the paragraph and think about the meaning of vibrations. Okay, write it on a sticky note for me, please. Think about the words that are in that word. Vibrations, you have vibrate. So you might have heard the word vibrate. What does it mean? To vibrate is to move back and forth very rapidly. So when you set your phone on vibrate, you can't hear it. Well, you kind of can. Okay, because sometimes vibrate is louder than your ringtone, right? But anyways, you can't hear it per se, but you can feel it moving. So you can feel vibrations. So vibrate is a verb. It means moving rapidly back and forth. So when you add shun, the suffix, it changes the word to a noun. Vibration is the movement. Okay, remember suffix comes at the end of the word. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do some echo reading, okay? So page 14, okay? Okay, so after I read each sentence, I want you to read it, okay? So we're on page 14. We're going to read the last paragraph, okay, where it says scientists. So here we go. Scientists have not yet proven that animals can predict natural disasters. Now you. Okay? But if science can prove this, then animals can give us hope. Now you read that. If animals can predict disasters, we can learn how they do it. Now you read. Once we know, we can use that knowledge to build disaster prediction technology. I'm so sorry. Let's read that one again. Once we know, we can use that knowledge to build disaster prediction technology. Okay, now you. Okay, moving on. Who knows? Perhaps one day we will be able to keep all humans and animals safe from natural disasters. Now you. Okay, awesome. So I want you to start reading on page 8. Okay, let's reread for a purpose. And I want you to reread as far as you can in the time we have, which is 3 minutes, okay? So look at the clock, start reading, and then stop in 3 minutes. So as you read, but you have to be writing sticky notes, okay? So as you read, think about the evidence the writer shares to make her point that animals can sense when a natural disaster is coming. So you're on your sticky notes. I need the evidence that an animal, that a writer shares to make her point that animals can sense a natural disaster. So what's the proof? How do we know elephants can sense the natural disasters? So that's where your sticky note should be. Okay? Every time there's a natural disaster and they're talking about an animal sensing it, you should have a sticky note. Okay? Alrighty. So pause the video and I'll see you when you get back for some writing. Okay, welcome back. So today you're going to write a list of all the important evidence the writer gives in the writing section of your literacy notebook. Okay, so you'll have that page, special page. Okay, so you don't have to do anything special. So I will dictate each item beginning with a title. Remember what you know about writing a title. So I'm going to dictate. So you have to listen and then you have to repeat what I say and then you have to write it. Okay? So here you go. Your title. Evidence that animals can sense natural disasters. Now you say that. Now you write that. Okay, so ready to write? So here's your first bullet point, okay? Elephants broke their chains and ran up the hill. Repeat that. Now write that. Here's your second bullet. 2 dogs would not go to the beach. Repeat that. Now write it. Toads hopped away or filled the streets. Repeat that. Now write that. And make sure you're pausing the video too, okay? Or rewinding. You can rewind, you can pause, whatever you need to do to get this written on your paper. Okay, here's your last bullet. You should have 4 little bullets, okay? Sharks went deeper in the water. Repeat. Now write. Okay, great job. Alrighty, so moving right along. Okay, this is your word study. So these are homographs. Okay, so some words look the same but mean different things. So and they might be pronounced differently. Okay, so here's your words: batter, dessert or desert, invalid or invalid, pupil. Okay. So, what do you notice about these words? First of all, they're spelled the same, right? And some of them are pronounced differently, okay? Like desert and dessert, okay? One means a dry place, one means food, okay? That's sweet and nice, and you eat after dinner, sometimes before, okay? Depending on how you roll. Anyways, so so I want you to go ahead and think of these words: content, picture, second, and story. Okay, so go ahead and flip these over. Okay, go ahead if you get a match. It's kind of like the word memory, the game memory. Okay, so go ahead and flip it over with your partner. Y'all read these words. Okay, and if you get a word that's a match, I need a sentence. Okay, just discuss it with your partner. You don't have to write it. Okay, you have 3 minutes. So that's it, and then you need to come back to the video. Okay. So pause the video and play the game. Alrighty, welcome back. So here is your new book. If I can, okay, here we go. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, so here's your genre focus. This nonfiction text provides information about how ordinary people may soon become tourists in space. The text, which includes background information on space pioneers and tells the story of the first space tourists, explains what it is like to travel to space and how one might prepare for such a trip. Okay, got a cough. Okay, so your new book today is nonfiction, but parts of it may sound like science fiction. Read the title and the back cover of the book, and then make some predictions about what you might read. Go ahead and do that now. So, the writer of this book thinks that someday people might go into space for a vacation, for fun. A tourist is someone who goes somewhere just to see it or experience it. One person has already been a tourist in space. Look at page 2 and 3. This man is Dennis Tito, the world's first space tourist. Okay, so look at page 4 and 5. What information do you see in the drawing? Okay, so this text, so the text on the spread tells about space pioneers. So they were astronauts. In the sidebar on page 4, go ahead and turn there. There is a very good explanation for the feeling of weightlessness that people feel in space. So I want you to go ahead and read this information here. And then, so pause the video to read that, please, and then come back. All right, welcome back. Go ahead and turn to page 6 and read the sidebar. Okay? So, I want you to share what you are predicting about Dennis's spaceship with a partner. Okay? Do that now. And then come back, okay? Dennis has to convince people to let him do it, right? And then he had to do it, do a lot of preparation. Okay, so one of the things you need to know about is to understand in this book is gravity. So what do you know about gravity? Stop and talk to your partner. Okay, welcome back. So do you think you'd like a vacation in space? I don't know. Me, it's just the way my brain works, but what if you get lost? What if you get lost in space? Really? Who's gonna find you in space? I would be scared. I would be nervous. But I might do it because you don't want to let fear overtake you, right? Anyways, so as you read, think about it. Think about if you would like to go to space for a vacation. Okay, be thinking about that. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and read this book, okay, by yourself. Okay, just read it from cover to cover, and then be ready to talk about it. See you later. Bye.